See that space right there? That tiny gap is the reason your drill bit fails. Sharpening a drill bit is not easy. Take a look at this one. It just slips instead of cutting into aluminum. The tip has worn down after months of use. Today you will learn the correct way to sharpen it. Watch carefully and follow each step slowly to understand the technique. Begin by preparing a small wooden block. The shape does not need to be perfect, but the faces should be flat and stable. Take a pencil and draw 2 lines across one side of the block, one horizontal and one vertical. These lines intersect at the center point. This point will guide the drill so the hole stays perfectly aligned. Now place the block into a vise and tighten it firmly so it cannot move during drilling. Take a wood drill bit and position it exactly on the center mark. Begin drilling slowly. Keep the drill straight and apply steady pressure. The bit passes through the wood and creates a clean centered hole. This hole will later hold the drill bit that needs sharpening. So accuracy here is important. Now turn the block and draw the line from the center hole across the side surface. This line will help define the cutting angle. Take a worn drill bit and place it near 2 hex nuts stacked together. The edges of the nuts form an angle close to 120 degrees. This angle represents the correct geometry for the tip of a standard drill bit. When placing the worn bit against this reference, you will notice a gap. This shows the cutting edges are no longer aligned properly. To create a precise guide, take a utility knife and look at the tip. The blade forms an angle close to 60 degrees. I know many of you have great ideas and smart tricks, so drop them in the comments so everyone can learn from you. Place the tip of the knife on the side of the wooden block and draw a line from the center hole outward at that angle. Repeat the same step on the opposite side so 2 lines form a sharp point. Together these lines create a 120-degree angle centered on the drilled hole. This will become the guide for shaping the sharpening jig. Clamp the wooden block back into the vise and take a saw. Begin cutting along the marked lines. Move slowly and keep the blade steady so the cut remains straight. Remove the excess wood and reveal a pointed shape. Now the block has a clean angle that matches the geometry of the drill bit tip. This simple piece of wood will guide the sharpening process and keep both sides symmetrical. After cutting, use sandpaper to smooth the edges of the block. Remove any rough fibers or splinters so the surface feels clean and even. A smooth surface helps the drill bit. Slide consistently during sharpening and prevent small errors in angle. This simple jig and setup allow you to repeat the process whenever a drill bit becomes dull. Instead of replacing tools, you can restore them in minutes using materials already available in your workshop. Small details like angle control and steady movement make a big difference in the final result. Taking time to build a simple guide ensures accuracy and consistency across every sharpening session. Now move to preparing the grinding system. On both sides of the tool, attach metal brackets shaped like an L. These brackets will support the tool and allow it to be mounted securely. Place the tool against a wooden board and fix it in an inverted position using screws through the brackets. Tighten everything firmly so the tool cannot shift during operation. Stability here is important because any movement will affect the angle of sharpening. Next, prepare a flat, thin wooden strip and position it very close to the cutting disc. Apply super glue and fix it in place so it becomes a reference surface. Then take a second thinner strip and place it on top, slightly offset. Glue it down as well. This creates a small step or ledge. This ledge will act as a guide that keeps the sharpening angle consistent during movement. Now take the wooden jig created earlier and insert the dull drill bit through the center hole. Hold the block so the angled face rests against the guide ledge. The 60-degree surface now aligns the drill bit correctly relative to the grinding disc. This setup ensures both sides of the drill tip will be sharpened evenly. Turn on the grinder and let the disc reach full speed. Slowly move the drill bit toward the spinning disc. Cooling the metal helps preserve hardness and prevents damage to the cutting edge. Now look closely. One side of the drill tip has been reshaped into a clean, sharp angle, while the other side still appears dull. Rotate the drill bit to the opposite side and repeat the same process. Place the jig back onto the guide ledge and move the bit toward the grinding disc. Keep the motion steady and consistent. Maintain the same pressure so both sides become symmetrical. Again, apply water occasionally to keep the temperature under control. After a few passes, stop and inspect the tip again. Symmetry here is critical because it allows the drill bit to cut evenly without wobbling. Now both sides show clean, sharp edges. The two faces meet at the center and form a precise point. To verify the angle, take the two hex nuts again and place the drill bit between them. This time the edges of the bit sit flush against the angle with no visible gap. This confirms the geometry has been restored correctly. The same tool now works smoothly and efficiently. This transformation shows how practical workshop skills can extend the life of everyday tools. If this method helped you restore a drill bit in your own workshop, try applying the same technique to other sizes and observe how the performance changes. Share your results in the comments so others can learn from your experience. Simple solutions like this save money and turn worn tools back into reliable equipment ready for the next project.